Hello. In this video, we will take a look at how do we handle the error or exception in PowerShell. Let's first understand what is exception handling is. Exception or the error handling is the process to catch the error within a program which is generated with an unexpected or unwanted event. How do we handle the errors in PowerShell or even in general? We have first try block. A try block contains the code that you actually want to execute and wrap around for the exception handling. This is the code where you think error might occur. Then you have a catch block. Catch block is used to write the code that you want to execute when the error is generated within the try block. And then the third and the last component is finally block. Finally block is used to write the code that you always want to execute irrespective of the error generated within the try block or not. Here's the quick example on how we write the try, catch and finally. So we write try, then curly braces. Within that we write the code, then we use catch statement. Similarly, we also use finally braces and then code that we want to always execute within the finally. So with this basic understanding, let's dive in and understand how do we handle the exception in PowerShell. Now I do have one PowerShell script open in PowerShell ISC. Let's understand the exception handling with this example. So this script eventually imports one CSV file which is located at a specific location and then inserts the data into the CSV file. So let's run, and as we can see, the new record added successfully. There is no exception, all went fine. Now let's purposefully add the error. Let's purposefully add the exception. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change a path. So what this means is this file is not located in this path because this path does not exist. The file name can be incorrect or even the path can be incorrect. Eventually the file does not exist at a specific path. So let's go ahead, hit run, and let's see what happens. Now you see we have a right host which says new record added successfully in the green foreground color. However, we know that the file does not exist at this path and we got this error. So this is unexpected output. So how do we handle this with the exception handling? Let's go ahead and try to wrap this inside a try, and then let's write a catch block also, and here let's just copy this, let's put it inside the catch annotation, and we will say error occurred, and let's change the color to red. Let's save this, hit run, and now you see we are not actually seeing the by default error that's been thrown, and we are also not seeing the right host message because the error got actually caught within the try block right on this line, and all the other lines was skipped because of the exception. Now it has gone into the catch block. Now this is all good, but how do we know the error? So to know the error, so we will write at line number. We will also use $_ invocation info dot script line number. All right, so let's go ahead, hit run. Now you see we also get the line number. So the exception is actually occurred on line number 11. Now if we write a finally statement, let's just write host this statement will always execute. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit run, and you will see the statement is executing, the finally statement. And even for an example, if we do not have the error, so let's correct the path. Now let's hit run. The record added successfully, and you will also see that finally statement executed, right? So the code of block that you write within catch only executes when the exception happens, and a code of block that you write within finally will always execute irrespective of error occurs or not. If you would like to throw an exception in some scenarios, you can also do that. Let us just define an index here. We'll call it index. Let's define as 1, and let's just have this index over here, and we just want to make sure that we do not insert the data if the index is 1. So the way we can do is, if index equals to 1, in this case I would like to throw the exception. So I can say throw, and I can say index cannot be value 1. We forgot to put $ to refer the variable, put $ to refer the variable. Let's hit run, and you can see now the error occurred and we were successfully able to throw the exception. Index cannot be value 1 at line 18. This is where we are throwing the exceptions, hence we are getting the line number 18. So I hope this simple example helped you to understand what exception handling is and how do we actually work with the exception handling or the error handling in PowerShell. I thank you for watching the video.